Hi and welcome to another video from me, Christopher at DBG. So today is expanding on to our terrain series, and we're going to build one of the bigger pieces. Well, I say bigger pieces, it can be smaller and bigger because I'm not going to glue it all, so it can be modular as well. Really nice piece, ranges from £18 to £20. I got it for £19.95 with free delivery on eBay, but it does come directly from TT Combat as well. I'll be using their website like my other ones to actually look at the instructions just to see on the little bits and the suggestions. So in here, if you can see, has two crates, some barriers of one style and some barriers of another, and loads of little bits of scenery that can go up into modular levels as well. And by seeing some of it already and you building some of it already, I know full well not to glue at each level. So you glue one level and that's it. Don't glue the second level on top of it, because you can actually stack these. Possibly it's worth magnetizing if you wanted to, but I think they're quite stable at 2 level. At 3 level, that's when I'm probably say they're not that stable to sort of put your heavier models on, but only gameplay will actually tell if that happens or not. So I'm going to get together, take it all out, and let's see the spruce. So with all these terrain builds going on, the whole reason why I'm doing this is because I have loads of Games Workshop terrain, and I think it's really nice. But the problem is I'm getting bored of it. You know, the same scenery over and over again on the board can be quite boring. So what I really want to do is make a little bit more variety on the board by adding these type of bits of scenery. Let's see, the good MDF, loads of little details on there, still a bit flat, and that's always the problem with MDF. So I'll be using rough coat on the majority of this, maybe not the crates, but I'll tell once I've undercoated them really if they need it, or if I just think they need it, I'll go straight to rough coat and then spray them with black just to prime it and protect it. So we've got quite a lot of bits on there. Some obviously just repeat themselves because they're the same bits of scenery, just repeated time and time again. There you go, there's more crates. Then we got some of the barriers as well. That's quite cool, little details of bullet fire, wear and tear. That looks quite funky. I enjoy that. So first step is to clean all the MDF sprues first, just with warm water and a bit of cloth. You'll see little markings come off. This is because of the laser procedure through it. It puts a material that stops it from warping and protects it as well, protects the MDF. You need to wash this away, only because it can affect your paint and can affect the overall undercoat, the next painting level on top of that as well. The dry brushing, it can affect it all, it can chip easier. So you just wash it away, protect it. If anything, it helps the gluing process of giving it a good wipe anyway, because it means there's something, PVA reacts really quickly to water. So it just acts in there as well to help out. So I'm going to build some of these, I'm going to show you my progress, and then I'll change the camera angle and you can see it all. And this is where I am so far. Done 2 crates. They're really nice and really easy to put together. Just simple box shape, and then once the glue dries, just put these rivets on down the side. As you can see, you can stack them, you can move them around. There's no point in gluing them on a base in my opinion, because you can then use them in loads of bits of scenery. These are something I'd probably pick up more, if not about 6 more I think, just because I really like the crates and how much they're a good scenery blocker. You could move tanks around them, obviously showing, you know, the bigger tanks like a Land Raider or something showing over the top. Men and normal infantry can hide behind them as well, and they're really, really good line blockers. So let's just see how they work in game when I put them out on Friday. But at the moment, they're pretty solid. I'm not going to paint them as yet, I just want to test them out first. Then I'll move on to the next bit of scenery for this video, and you'll see another finished product coming up soon. Hi, so here's the progress on how these buildings are going. So they were really good. You had some little textures as well, so you can see at the bottom a little bit. Very similar building, again has a little bit of texture on the top. It's still very flat, so I'd probably rough coat these. That's from the building that I did the other day, and what's really interesting is the whole building is completely stackable. In fact, you can actually stack it on the other building as well, so it becomes a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 level building. Then you can have your units on, and they do hold models as well. I've tested them out with some metal models. They have some really nice barricades. You get 4 of these. It's just a bit jagged. There's nothing on the back, so I'd probably still be rough coating these as well, just to add that little bit of texture. And then some taller buildings, and some of them have a little bit of bullet damage and things like that, so they're really good. And the odd bits are just scatter bits of scenery. Obviously you won't do much in the game, but it'll just look effective on your board. But one thing I recommend with these is that you really do take your time on dry putting them together first before you commit with the PVA glue. I found that some of them just don't quite look right on the base, so I've mixed and matched a little bit. You can build them in so many different ways, and obviously you could glue them up if you want to do a 3-piece. What I'm going to do is any one that is going to be a top, I'm going to do a single piece downwards, because then I've got more scattered terrain, and if I want to scale upwards, then I can. So the next thing I'm going to do is do all the pieces of scenery, and then we'll see what this whole kit looks like together built. So with the PVA still a little bit wet, this is what's done at the moment. So this is the whole pack. Like I said, it's a nice pack. TT Combat is the company that makes all the scenery, and then I ordered it all from eBay. It was all the same person, all the same buyer, which was Troll Trader, and it cost me just under £20. So 2 crates, 2 bits of scatter, 1 set of 3 barricades, set 2 with 5 barricades, which is zigzag, and then what I've managed together is 7 buildings. They've all got a little bit of detail on them. So the bit on the edge there, that's from the turn counter set that I bought. Just sort of snapped up a little bit of it, and I thought I'd add a little bit of detail. Then you get a little bit of scatter bits onto the scenery as well. So what I've managed to build is 3 bigger buildings, 2 medium, that's still 2 levels, and then 2 single level buildings. Again, it's all very stackable. There you go. And it does hold metal models as well, so we can really stack up if you want. What's really impressive with this set, not only is this set stackable, but it also goes with the Gothic building set that I got as well, which was £10. So see, we've got all these nice little buildings on there, but you can actually replace them with one of the bigger buildings. You know, so you can actually have some really big, really tall sculptures going on, really big line blockers in your army as well, on your board, and they all really fit nicely together. As I said, the next stage is for me to paint. Now because it's MDF, it soaks up paint really quickly, so I recommend using an undercoat first if you don't want to go for the rough coat option. Myself, I'm going to rough coat it, then prime it, then I'm going to use house paints to paint it up, and more of a wash style. But I'll do a painting tutorial as well. But like I said, it's a really nice set, and for £20, very worth it. I reckon if you bought 3 sets of this, that would be a really nice board done. Because normally there's 7 buildings there. You can get 14 of them, all really big sizes, and the rest you could use as a bit of scatter. Get enough crates in there, enough barricades. Really good set, and it does go with the other sets as well, as you can see. Alright, so that's everything. I hope you enjoyed this sort of build tutorial and just showing up what the actual product is, so a little bit of review as well. So it is the Sci-Fi Ruin Sector set, £20 from TK Combat, or where I bought it from was Troll Trader Online. Same price, just came with free delivery. It is a really solid set. Took me all in all about 2 hours build time. The instructions are all online, but actually they're really easy to put together. The one thing I do say when it comes to the building side, really do test it out first by dry fitting, because you can easily make some mistakes and it's quite hard to recover, and you're putting so much PVA glue on there already, or if you're using wood glue it's a little bit better and you can hold. If you're using any glue and you for some reason you just want to keep it dry fitted, I wouldn't recommend that at all. I'd definitely glue it, but plan it out. Make sure you wash off the MDF first with a damp cloth, just to get rid of all those chemicals that's done from the laser production, and it will come up really cleanly and it will stick even faster. Paint will stick to it better, primer will stick to it better, and that's one thing you definitely need to do with this. You could just leave it as it is with the scenery. It's quite nice, but to me it looks a little bit flat just as is. But in game terms wise, you could knock it straight on a board and it'll be absolutely fine. So that's all of it of this video. Really hope you enjoyed it. Really appreciate your comments as well. Tell me how your terrain production's going as well. I've really fine terrain, really therapeutic, and I quite enjoy it as well. A lot more than what I should probably, because I really don't like painting models, but I like doing the terrain side of it. I do like building models, but I really particularly like getting the terrain done. I suppose it's because I have painted armies, so now I want to see my painted armies on a more impressive board. But just tell us what you think. Like always, share, like, subscribe, and if you tick the notifications as well, you'll never miss out on a video, which is really important when we run our month-to-month competitions as well. You want to be, one of the people that's going to be there, making sure you get entered in. But wherever you are in the world, make it a good one. Happy hobbying.